You're saying you've taken down Titium? Who knew such a talent was hidden within the Jean Merchant Guild? May I ask where you hail from? Have you thought about making a name for yourself in Serendia? And don't you worry about those security issues any longer. I promise.
Adventurer, you're here. I've been waiting for you. Of course, I first thought you were just a fearless country bumpkin. But seeing you in action, Lady Isabel has gone to Heidel to take over a business from the... She will certainly keep her end of the promise as soon as she returns. Have no fear. Do not. I do remember. It's the name of the former chief of Glish. When the Jean Merchant Guild first began trading here, I distinctly recall having a conversation with him. One day, he just vanished. No trace to be found. Went out to the marshes and never returned, they say. I don't know what business you have with him, but why not talk to the current chief? Freiro, I think it was. I saw him on the way here. He was talking with some alchemist.
The demon spotted at Alejandro Farm. How did it happen? Was it truly a minion of Belmorn?
It could be, or perhaps it was a coincidence.
Oh! Is it the ancient stone chamber? That would be bad.
Is there anything suspicious going on?
Word is the overseer of the Black Crystal extraction mill has been acting strangely as of late.
Do you mean Sir Edmund?
An ominous presence is lurking around him. He's a Black Crystal addict. Is it possible that he could have awakened some kind of unknown relic?
Ooh, that sounds like something big. I gotta tell Eden. Big news incoming, la 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 la.
You will only find disappointment if you expect my welcome.
Rumor has it, there's an adventurer causing quite a stir around the village. I reckon that must be you. I'm pleased to finally make your acquaintance. I am Freiro, Chief of Glish.
There's a face I'm always happy to see. You seem more vibrant than ever, and that...
So, what brings you to this old man? If there's anything I can assist you with, say the word. Straight to the point with talk of Donat, eh? If you were hoping to meet him, I'm afraid you're too late. He Titium, the Fogan leader who drove the Nagas from the desert. No. Could it be? If the Fogans ended up like this because of what happened back then... Alustan, doesn't it seem to fit together?
It may very well. But the records are sealed and no one knows the truth of that day. Even you. You were with Donat that day, yet you can't...
That's right. When I regained consciousness, I found myself right back here. Now listen. Everyone in town is very tight-lipped about Donat. It's best not to pry into it.
Hold on, Freiro. Adventurer. Donat was tainted by black crystals that led to his ultimate demise. Given your situation, I feel you may be uniquely qualified to delve into those records and unearth the truth for yourself.
Alustan, why would you speak of such a thing? Could it be this adventurer is the one you spoke of? Alustan, why would you speak...
Yeah.
Finally, I've got my hands on the key. My preparations are complete.
Donut. Please reconsider. It could be more dangerous than we thought. Reinforcements will arrive soon from Heidel.
Listen, Frero. Do you really think I'm doing all this for the sake of the town?
My friend, you are clearly tainted by the Black Stone.
Tainted? We'll find out soon enough. The greatness of Hexa. Behold! The one true king who will save us!
What a pity. You seemed a fine vessel. But another presence has already claimed you. Where there is light, so we are. Our paths shall cross again soon.
Against each other.
Oh, I see you're back from reading Donat's journal, huh? I've been waiting. I need you to go somewhere for me. Hey, what's that look for? It's not I'm way too cute to do something so morbid. Go on. Eden has something to discuss with you. Eden may be a bit of a rascal, but he wouldn't waste your time over nothing. Get going!
It's a pity for this.
I've been waiting for you. The journal you brought from the ruins. Could I take a look at it? Interesting. It's entirely blank. Donat was a scholar, so he definitely would have left something.
It's not alchemy. I can tell you that much for sure.
Surely there'll be a trace left somewhere.
Unfortunately, there's no way to tell. There's no sign of a reaction from his machine. Just what are you trying to get from this Fogan specimen? Don't tell me you too are chasing after this hogwash about the comet. What the?
The gem of balance is reacting. Adventurer, can you see it too? There's dark energy in the journal. This is a record of Belmorn. Belmorn? I never thought I'd see that name in here. Is the mistake of Dawn returning to haunt us? Ever since Alejandro's farm, we've been hoping we heard wrong. We need to alert Master Alustin first. He should still be with Chief Freyro. As you found it, maybe it should be you who delivers the record. I need to check for any more clues on this Fogan specimen.
The day it was born.
Looks like you found something. What truly happened to Donat? A journal. Astonishing. Belmorn. So that's why Belmorn's minions appeared here, so far removed from old Hexa. Of course.
His best option to protect the town against Calpheon was the Monarch of Darkness? Does this mean that the Shadow Knights have settled here? Where exactly are they?
A desert Fogan tribe, migrating all the way to a Serendian swamp. He likely sought to sow chaos to cover his tracks as he attempted to summon the darkness. Titium was probably so hooked on black stones that he had no choice but to forcibly bring his kin out here. Yet, as a bloody war was waiting for them here, of course he would have harbored a grudge against Donat. Adventurer, it seems we can no longer treat you as a simple black spirit symbiote. Listen here. Long ago, Belmorn reigned as king over the Hexa Kingdom. He was an ambitious conqueror who instilled fear far beyond his dominion. Yet time takes its toll on all of us, including him. Belmorn was growing older, as were his worries. In an abominable act, he summoned the evil god Kazaka, unleashing a wave of corruption that left all it touched neither living nor dead. And so righteous individuals emerged to contest and ultimately vanquish both King Belmorn and Kazaka. These individuals were known as the Knights of Dawn, pursuers of truth and defenders of balance. However, the fallen Belmorn did not simply vanish. Instead, he left a lingering curse on the souls of the surviving knights. Those who sealed and oversaw Belmorn's remnants, the descendants of the Knights of Dawn, little by little were consumed by darkness. They became the Shadow Knights, now orchestrating the revival of Belmorn. The descendants of the Knights of Dawn, little by little, were consumed by darkness. They became the Shadow Knights. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions. Please, do not hesitate to ask anything. Regrettably, we have no knowledge of their current whereabouts, but rest assured, they will reveal themselves in due time. There is a matter that requires my attention elsewhere. Should I stumble upon anything of note, I'll send word. Have patience.
Leuston, what are you Don't tell me that you're thinking of pursuing that.
Let's save our words for now, Frero. Have we forgotten what we are here to do?
Understood.
Finished with your business here, have you? All your ducks in a row? Good. Then perhaps you could spare a moment of your time for Lady Isabel's business has been going smoothly. The Jean Merchant Guild now holds absolute commercial power in Heidel. Now, we're about to transport those Trina Knight military supplies, Heidel's offerings, and of course the black crystals to Calphion. By the way, I'm quite pleased with how you've handled matters here. Of course, Lady Isabel shares the sentiment. I'd like to recommend you for a position in our guild. Membership would give you a solid social foothold in Calphion. From immigration checks to travel and various profitable endeavors, your time in the Republic will become infinitely more convenient. We'll talk more on the matter later.
Lady Jarrett has great faith in you. Even now, she urgently seeks your presence.
We'll talk more on the matter later.
Adventurer, I hear you've made quite a name for yourself throughout Serendia. Lady Jarrett has great faith in you. Even now, she urgently seeks your presence. There's a small problem at the Black Crystal Extraction Mill. Once again, we find ourselves in need of your goodwill and assistance.
Oh, well, isn't that a coincidence? Lady Isabel is also looking for this adventurer.
It seems you've gained the trust of both Serendia and Calphion. You've been rather busy, haven't you? Either way, both esteemed ladies are at the Black Crystal Extraction Mill. Why don't we make our way there together?
My lady, there's only so much leniency I can show. Have we not already granted you 3 extensions? This is becoming untenable.
Sir Edmund Dawson, I hear you're a knight of Calphion? Are you threatening House Domingat?
Threatening? I'm simply stating procedures. And why, yes, I was knighted by the Callis Parliament. Perhaps you have forgotten to whom your father, His Grace, swore allegiance, Lady Jarrett.
Adventurer, I've run into a little, slight problem. Would you help me?
Slight problem? I'm sorry, did you say a slight problem?
You have had the Black Crystal rights for 7 long years. Shall we never again own what is rightfully ours? Is Calphion's conscience so unperturbed? Oh, this unconscionable exploitation is truly tiresome. How much longer do you intend to milk this mine?
Exploitation? You'd be wise to watch your words, my lady. I have proof of Bobby Lauren's forged ledgers. Do you really believe that Grand Chamberlain Ducasse is unaware? Persist in this matter, and I'll call for the inspection team.
You plan to accuse a man renowned for his integrity of such a crime? Ha! Who would believe you? Ha! And just how long do you plan on blaming us for the declining extraction when we have such poor equipment? Why don't you send more technicians for maintenance? You have to invest to get results. Invest!
As per the terms of the contract, signed in the Declaration of Surrender, production and transportation are the sole jurisdiction of Serendia.
Surrender this, declaration that. Oh! You pick and choose when you want to be an ally, and now you're treating us like this? You swine!
There it is. There's the lady's temper. I haven't seen it for a long time. Lady Jarrett, Sir Edmund, I would like to propose a solution.
Oh, Lady Isabel. As expected from one of the prestigious Calphion merchant families.
Sir Edmund, I hear that you've been searching for high-purity black stones recently. In secret, that is.
How did you... No, that's not the point. Yes, I have been searching, but I've found nothing.
Then why not commission the most skilled adventurer in Serendia? Oh, don't tell me. You've been away on business in Calphion for so long to have not heard about this adventurer's fame?
While that's true, that place, it's full of danger.
I don't think danger will be a problem, right, adventurer?
While that's true, that place, it's full of danger. Stones scattered all over.
If you pull this off, I'll immediately recommend you for special position within our ranks.
I don't like siding with this woman, but I must admit it's a realistic solution.
If you are both in agreement, then it's fine with me. Well, what's the word? Towards the Orc camp, west of the extraction mill. Our detectives reacted to something in that direction. But as you get closer, they stop reacting. There are too many orcs for our troops to subdue, so we've been forced to stand down. If we manage to thin their numbers a bit, that may give us some sort of lead. If you are both in agreement, then it's fine with me. If you are both in agreement...
Who are you, exactly? The one who sent the sword through Edmund?
We are the Shadow Knights. We serve King Belmorn of Hexa.
He's long dead. Huh?
That's right, Jordine. We've been preparing for the King's resurrection.
Nonsense.
Just one final step remains. A vessel to contain our King's pure wrath and ambition. You, Jordine.
You dare to make me a sacrifice?
I see it differently. Jordine, do you not wish for the destruction of Calpheon? With Lord Belmorn's power, that can easily come to fruition.
Serendia need not stoop to dark sorcery. By my might alone, Calpheon will crumble.
You will soon make your decision. Our king.
Orcs are no easy opponents, yet you returned unscathed. Oh, impressive.
And with this, our adventurer has solved yet another case. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Jean Merchant Guild.
I believed in you, adventurer. This time I will personally report of your success to Sir Jordine.
Maybe with this incident, the winds of change shall stir up relations between Serendia and Calpheon. Such a high... Place like this. Me. You old goats in Parliament are going to regret sending me here. Getting banished to a backwater place
I don't think
like
danger will be a problem. Right.
It feels good to have such a long-standing problem behind us. Adventurer, why don't we go for another drink? Shall we head back to Heidel? And don't worry, it's I'll go ahead and grab us a table. Feel free to take care of any business you need to attend to first. Don't be too late. Golden Toad Inn, got it? See you there.
for Heidel.
Come on, don't be shy. Have a drink. It's... You're finally here. Have a drink. Let's drink until we're black-spirited. Ha ha! Come on, don't be shy. Have a drink. It's honey wine brewed at Alejandro Farm. You have to down it in one go. Ready?
Why, Lady Jarette, you can certainly hold your liquor.
Huh? Isabel, what are you doing here? Don't tell me you followed us.
Me? Don't be absurd. We, the Jean Merchant Guild, have acquired this establishment.
Ah, that Bobby Lauren, all talk and no action.
I hate to show up and spoil the mood, but it's a rather urgent matter.
What is it? It better not be something trivial. From tomorrow, this inn will be under strict surveillance.
It's about the war. The war between Serendia and Calpheon.
What? What are you talking about? Did I hear you correctly?
Yes. Grand Chamberlain Jordine Ducasse is planning to wage war against Calpheon.
Do you realize what you're saying? Serendia is a vassal state. Why would we... If you're not careful with your words, both Trina Knights and Delphi Knights will come marching this way.
I'm well aware. That's why I'm discussing this discreetly with you and the adventurer. Simply put, the current standing Serendian army is too large to merely be used for subduing bandits and demi-humans. Despite being burdened with high taxes, farms across Serendia are stockpiling surplus, and Median mercenaries are quietly amassing while only being appointed to menial tasks. You've seen it with your own eyes, haven't you? Adventurer, you don't tell me you believe all this was done to bolster the strength of the nation. And don't misunderstand. I want to prevent a war. I just want to grow the Jean Merchant Guild by boosting Serendia's economy. Besides, Calpheon is about to hold an election for Chief Counselor. They don't want any ruckus. My father, a member of the Callis Parliament, is a candidate for Chief Counselor.
You... Ugh. I will not! This concerns my people. If you were me, how could you possibly remain calm after hearing such slander? I must hear it directly from Sir Jordine himself. I cannot trust the words of some merchant.
Don't worry about the little lady. I've already sent word to Sir Roig. We're short on time. We need to resolve this matter entirely within a few days. Thanks to the exceptional skills of our newest member, we've already made great progress. The Baron of Montfidel stirring up conflict, the Fogans and Nagas threatening Glish, and the Orcs' gradual expansion of power. Not to mention the delivery issues at the extraction mill. Now only the Baragi bandits remain. But isn't the standing force of Serendia a bit excessive for that? The Callis Parliament has already begun to notice. Sooner or later an inspection team will be dispatched. Imagine Calpheon requesting a reduction of the standing army. Would Jordine really want to give up all that power? In that case, he would probably go to war. Even if he doesn't desire it, the situation will force his hand. You mean the embezzlement at the Black Crystal extraction mill, right? I knew that wasn't Serendia's fault. Seeing the look on Sir Edmund's face when you presented that black crystal, it was obvious what he had been up to. At first, I thought it was Jordine embezzling for his military nest egg. Well, I suppose they're both guilty of embezzlement in the end. The important thing is what the Callis Parliament thinks, not where the black crystals ended up being used. I'm certain someone I know well within the council is likely to have connections with Sir Edmund. Hold it. Let's sort things out one at a time. It's better to tackle everything clearly. Right, rookie? Taken aback by the title? I did promise you a position for a job well done. Worry not. The title will soon prove a useful status to wield. A fine plan. The Grand Chamberlain already trusts you. if there's anyone he'd let his guard down around. You are the only one in all of Serendia who can gather reliable information directly from him now. But remember, don't push him too far. If something unfortunate happened to you, it'd be quite the shame. I'll look into the financial records of this inn. It seems it was once the base of Bobby and the Heidel League of Merchants. Well, I know the real power was his sister, Grace Lauren. But, judging by Bobby's demeanor, I doubt we'll get anything interesting out of them.
Calpheon, those scoundrels.
Welcome.
Adventurer, please come in. Are you just returning? Praise for you has been abundant in my circles. Sir Roy came back carrying Lady Jarette. I suppose you were her drinking companion? I first perceived you as a young, ambitious upstart, seeking to rise above their station. But it seems Lady Jarette saw something more in you I may have overlooked. So, what brings you to me? For you, I can spare the time. Let's be frank. The lives of Serendians have changed little under Calpheon's rule. His Grace has always been a king to his people, and I'm merely ruling in accordance to his wishes. Recently, due to issues with our finances, we've had to raise taxes.
rest assured it's only a temporary measure. But ever since that war, since our defeat, Serendia has been robbed of the opportunity to grow stronger as a nation. Our country may have lost the war, and our king his crown, but the victors did not strip us of our autonomy. While we may appear free to politic in our people's best interest, Calpheon continues to chip away at our rights one by one. Take the Black Crystal Extraction Mill, for instance. Anything produced there is automatically property of Calpheon. The Black Crystals hold the potential to make our nation a political superpower, yet we are not even allowed to study and research them. Calpheon crushed us because of those black crystals, and now they're taking them from our lands too. I yearn for my homeland to become a country of greater strength, a country that won't be infringed upon by foreign nations. The first step will be to reclaim the rights to the extraction mill. With those resources, we will be able to accomplish even greater feats. It won't be an easy task, which is why Serendia needs more talents like you. If you agree, I plan to introduce you to His Grace tomorrow. The wealth and honor I promised will follow. If you view it as just another slick politician's rhetoric for the nation, it might be hard to grasp. I too am a citizen of a defeated country. The horrors of war were an unavoidable fate for my family as well. Indeed, my youth was a hedonistic blur of boozing, womanizing, and gambling. After the war, my life changed. It's not the most exciting tale, but would you care to listen? My father was once Lord Constable of Serendia. Then one day, he was exiled. He was accused of deeply offending the king. As the scales tipped, I lived recklessly. I wallowed in the arms of a woman named Roxanne. Alfonso, ever earnest, had eyes only for Princess Jordine. I wished him the best. Then, suddenly, the Princess of Calpheon, who was married to one of the princes of Serendia, died. Calpheon pinned the blame on Serendia and waged war against us. In the ensuing war, my father was killed. Consumed with anger and grief, I enlisted in the army alongside Alfonso. I still remember the moment I reclaimed my father's sword from the blood-soaked battlefield. We were on the cusp of victory when Princess Jordine was taken hostage. Alfonso proposed the formation of a rescue party. His intentions were clear. He wanted to make a name for himself, elevate his status, and win the heart of his love. However, it was I who ended up rescuing the princess locked in the tower. Alfonso, unable to contain his eagerness, wounded his leg. The rescue operation did not go as intended. General Cliff used me as a decoy to escape with the princess. As a strategist, it was the obvious choice. I was left to survive by the skin of my teeth and return to hiding. Upon my return, I learned Serendia had been defeated. The king had surrendered and was now a duke. The Calpheon army then swept across Serendia, reducing Monvedel to ruins as a stark example. Then I began courting Jordine. Alfonso, in shock from all that transpired, went into seclusion. A year later, when the Duke returned from the war tribunal, Jordine and I pledged to marry. In that moment, the sole survivor of a crumbling family became the heir to an entire country. Shortly after, I became Grand Chamberlain, overseeing affairs of state in the Duke's stead. Now, with unfettered access to our nation's secrets, I learned of everything that had occurred during the war. My parents passed away while resisting Calphion's attack on the Western Front. That tragedy was avoidable and born entirely from General Cliff's misjudgments. I couldn't stand the sight of him, so I demoted him and sent him to the outskirts of Belmorn. Calphion then constructed a black crystal extraction facility in the Western Swamp, keeping its output for themselves. It was only then that I came to understand the princess's death had been but an excuse to wage war, to obfuscate their true intentions. Moreover, the subject of my youthful affections, Roxanne Fiaza, was discovered to be a Calphionian spy. By plunging Serendia's royal family into chaos, Calphion created an excuse to attack. She orchestrated the princess's kidnapping and delivered Calphion their victory on a silver platter. There were many questions I wished to ask her, but alas, she had already taken her own life. Ever since then, I've been living desperately to set things right again. Calphion stole everything from my country. Everything from me. My family, my country, everything. Feels good to get that tale off my chest after so long. Give my proposal some thought and let me know what you decide. An opportunity like this doesn't knock twice. I trust you understand. And yes, it pertains to the White Witch you've been seeking. There's a theory suggesting she's connected to the disappearances we're investigating in southern Serendia. But for now, evidence is merely circumstantial, so there's not much to go on. I'll let you know as soon as we have something solid. I've prepared a special meal for you. The cook here is quite skilled, so please, give it a try.
Are you back from meeting Sir Jordine? How did it go? Did he say anything? So, even though he didn't say it outright, an intense fury for Calphion burns within him. Well, there's nothing more we can do for now. Let's get some rest and reconvene tomorrow. It's nothing luxurious, but I've arranged a room for you. I hope you sleep soundly. The Jean Merchant Guild would bring great profit to Hyrule.
could this happen? Tell me! Why are they tormenting us like this? Adventurer, what are we to do?
Don't cry, Lady Jarrett. The heir of Serendia should not shed tears over such matters.
Calpheon ordered us to disband our army by day's end. Hence, even I was summoned from Balanos. The imp issue is far from resolved, yet they demand a hasty disbandment. Jordine, what could he have done to provoke such a response from Calpheon?
To be forced to dismiss the army at a time like this? Joe, what will you do now? Ah, it's your first time laying eyes on me, unhelmed. It is I, Baron Alfonso Rundi of Monverdel. Once the power of the Black Stone faded, I regained my true form. Handsome, aren't I? The disbandment order applies to my domain as well, so I rushed here to inform His Grace. I'm just waiting here while the Grand Chamberlain is having a private audience with him. Why did I drag myself to Heidel? Did you not already knock some sense into me? Thanks to Lady Isabel, I've managed to reconcile with Jerry. Not quite there yet with Joe, though. Even though they rule over us, it's an order I simply cannot comprehend.
Did you rest well? The world has changed overnight. It appears we have another busy day ahead. Captain Cliff has urgently requested my assistance. The disbandment order was issued because of what the Shadow Knights did. The Shadow Knights have long been deemed heretics in Calpheon, and Calpheon has persistently sought to address this thorn in its side. Following your visit to the extraction mill, they struck under cover of night, laying waste to the place. It must have been Sir Edmund who reported the incident to Calpheon, and then the disbandment order was delivered by dawn. Heretics were discovered in the Protectorate. Thus, the need to root out potential traitors justified their order to disband.
What? Oh, don't tell me! You're framing him? What, are you a spy from Calpheon? Huh?
Lady Jarrett, please, calm down. This adventurer is merely a wanderer who awoke with no memories.
Oh my. Come to think of it, Lady Jarrett was the first person to have met the adventurer after they awoke.
That's right, Jerry. Think about it. Remember all they've done for us. They probably didn't even know who the Shadow Knights were.
What business did the Grand Chamberlain have with them? Was it black crystals? Sacrificial offerings of virgins and children?
The king? The Shadow Knights seek a king now? Master Alustin, it was just as you surmised.
Indeed. It seems they aim to revive the Monarch of Darkness.
Belmorn? Captain, was Belmorn not the old king who ruled the fallen Hexa Kingdom?
Lady Jarrett, our chief concern should be the disbandment order. I need you to persuade the Grand Chamberlain to accept Calpheon's terms. In the meantime, we will uncover the lair of those specters and drive off those scoundrels for good.
What are you talking about, Captain? Are you suggesting that we station Calpheon's army within our borders?
Accept the disbandment order first. It will prove to Calpheon that we have no allegiance to the heretics. And then, before Calpheon's forces march into Serendia for a full-scale investigation, Alfonso, the adventurer, and I must locate the base of those bastards and put an end to them for good.
Lady Jarrett, Captain Cliff's judgment is sound. Should Calpheon uncover any hint of heresy, Serendia would once again fall victim to the atrocities of war. Surely such an outcome is far from your desires.
Damn it! I don't understand a word of what any of you are saying. But it seems like I have to shoulder some responsibility as well.
Silence! Have you forgotten what those Calpheon bastards did to me? You dare ask me to call in those soldiers again?
My lady! Lady Jarrett!
Would the Grand Chamberlain truly accept that? A man who took great pains to raise an army just to strike at Calpheon? It won't be easy.
Is this true? Alfonso, did you know? Why didn't you say anything to me?
It's true, Captain Cliff. If you had known, you would have marched to Heidel with the handful of troops you had. It's one thing for me to cross him. I've some degree of sovereignty. But to defy your leader and commander could brand you a traitor.
If it's true, we're dealing with a far graver issue. I knew the Grand Chamberlain has been up to something. Yet, if he is now bracing for a war with Calpheon, who knows what he'll do when he feels cornered?
It seems there's no time left to lose. We must take action now. Adventurer, go to the council chamber immediately and keep an eye on the Shadow Knights. Approach him now. We'll persuade Lady Jarrett.
Adventurer, please save him. I beg.
The Shadow Knights.
Your Grace, you've seen it for yourself. The foundations that Medea built itself upon.
Yes, Grand Chamberlain. I know it well.
Then why do you hesitate? Your Grace, why do you think Calpheon took over Serendia? Black crystals. The black crystals. It's because of those black crystals. Reclaiming the rights to the black crystals will allow Serendia to prosper once more. We can welcome back the days of glorious splendor.
Grand Chamberlain, I am terrified.
You must remain resolute. The taxes are only temporary measures. If we can reclaim rights to the Black Crystal business, we can return the taxes to the people.
But how can we claim victory against Calpheon?
We have already completed the initial trials. If we supply harpies, sawnills, and trolls with pure black crystals, they will provide ample distraction for Delphi and Trina Knights. If we seize that opportunity, we can take the Chief Counselor's head.
Isn't it all too obvious? They've already seen right through you.
Already? What is this? Sir Edmund? What are you doing here?
Glory to the sunlight upon the eagle's feathers, Your Grace.
Speak.
I will be extraditing the Grand Chamberlain Jordine Ducasse to Calpheon.
Bastard, how dare you! I'm sorry, Grand Chamberlain. I was fearful.
Your Grace!
Sir Jordine, you'll be wise to come quietly. You must stand trial before the Calpheon court. The trial will be fair, and if found innocent, Calpheon will compensate Serendia properly.
My fate does not end here. Not like this. This calls for a change of plan.
As I suspected, Shadow Knights! You're the one who... Quickly! Execute the traitor of Calpheon! At once!
Sir Edmund, this isn't what you promised.
Where is he? Jordine.
Please help!
Adventurer, you too. I truly believed you'd understand. Your Grace, there's no turning back now. Rest assured, you and the Lady Jarette will not be harmed.
Jordine, why on earth are you doing this?
For the glory, for the splendor of Serendia.
Jordine!
Adventurer, what in the world happened? Sir Edmund? Impossible! A knight of the Callous Parliament was used as a pawn? This is absurd!
Father? Father! Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Oh, Your Grace, please, pull yourself together! Oh, good grief. His Grace's condition is... Wait! Did you say Jordine disappeared with the Shadow Knights? Adventurer, head to where you first witnessed Jordine with the Shadow Knights. That watchtower. There's said to be a secret chamber beneath it. Master Alustin believes that to be their headquarters. We must stop them.
All has been set in motion. Bear witness. The mark of Todos will descend upon us. We shall emerge from the depths of this abyss. Finally comes to us. The Almighty, the King of Hexa, has returned.
Jordine, have you finally succumbed to the darkness?
Ah, of course. I always knew it would come to this. Come at me. You shall kneel before me.
Stop this madness! Jordine, to curse! Stop this madness! Jordine, to curse! What purpose could revenge on Calpheon possibly serve?
You shall kneel before me.
Jerry is worried about you!
You shall kneel before me.
What purpose could revenge on Calpheon possibly serve? Jerry is worried about you! Damn it! Jordine! You bastard!
Seems I need more time to get accustomed to this body. Meldor.
Take cover! Jordine.